I'm doing okay now. And we are back. We're going to continue where we left off. Ba, 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 ba. If I remember correctly, we made it to that little camp, I guess? Yeah.
What's up for discussion?
So even if I went back to animal formula, I can't do it right now. See what else I can find out before I have a rest.
Where did I put that over?
This is boring. We should train against real goblins.
Next time the goblins come, I'll be ready.
Again.
You'll be ready!
Seems Mole was as good as her word. She's reported that you've been threatening children.
Let's see. Yeah, well.
Your lies only inflame the matter further. Things could turn ugly very rapidly.
Fine.
You're gonna be sorry. Every one of
Time to press ahead. I don't like the look of that mushroom. I should stay clear.
Yeah, we'll go to resting mode. I mean, yeah. Okay.
Seems simple enough.
Let's see.
I'm gonna bite the heads off your kids, and your birdies, and your dogs.
Let's see, what can we do?
You're gonna be sorry, every last one of you.
Hmm. Yeah, I knew they'd do that.
Take Euros.
I'm gonna bite the heads off your kids, and your birdies, and your dogs.
You can't arrest me, I'm stuck in here.
You're gonna be sorry, every last one of you. ends off your kids, and your birdies, and your dogs.
Get 1 hit point, come on.
You're gonna be sorry, every last one of you.
Try me.
Your kids, and your birdies, and your dogs.
This is like... that was an autosave in the hollow. That was 4 hours and 38 minutes, and then 20 minutes later. Well, let's see. Because this fight is getting literally nowhere, it'll just end up me still in a cage.
You just care about your stupid apprenticeship.
Very well.
Refugees, well met. Is there anything? But you'll need to be quick. The ritual will be complete before too long. Just some bits and bobs I no longer need.
Okay, what do we got? We have 423. So that I definitely want. The ritual staff, nothing I need. To throw damage. How much is this? Oh, we don't even have enough for one. I'll get one of those.
Sylvanus, guide your path.
This grove is kept by Sylvanus' faithful.
About your precious Baldur's Gate.
I care about our lives, our futures.
No, you just care about your stupid apprentice. Hells, we can't just leave. They're kin.
I'll not gamble our lives, our futures, on people who. Can we all just.
What's these?
Or yell louder? That's fine too.
Okay, let's see. Can we do it again? Woo! Got it.
Thank you. It's the right thing to do, and you know it.
She's right, Roland. We're better than this. Zerg. Fine, I'll stay too. Lest you both end up with your throats slit by goblin blade.
Thank you, Roland.
Lee and Roland would never admit it, but they take an arrow for the other. Also stab each other. Not sure what'll come first. Thanks for cutting in. There might have been more than words if you hadn't.
Take your time. Get a feel for it.
This place is a bloody death trap, not a sanctuary. You should clear off while you can.
Oh. Let's see, can we do it? Can we do it? Come on, come on, come on, come on. Yeah.
Something's off. This creature isn't what it appears to be.
Moo!
Can't keep the goblins out forever. This is no fortress and we're no warriors.
Be gone. I am hungry.
Another one. What are you under there then? Ant? Or rocks? The keepers of this place, they change their form to fit their need. They become birds to hunt on the wing, bears to tear flesh with teeth. But for me, only oxen, only same old hay, and I cannot even eat it, because the horned ones hide their shiny bits inside. Hiding things, thinking they're clever, not clever. Sometimes I eat the shiny bits, and they have to go looking for them on the other end.
Ah, you're addressing me, a humble ox. How quaint. A druid or two, I suppose. But the novelty remains fresh. I suppose I did. Yes. I had quite a life in El Toro. Chewing cud, pulling carts, etc.
Woo!
Something's off. This creature creature isn't what it appears to be.
No. You are incapable.
Whew!
I'll tell you this much. I'm going to Baldur's Gate, with or without the rest of these poor sods. No, that's all I have to say besides, and I really mean this. Move. Tick-tock.
Funny.
Move.
I have no more to say. Even old hay tastes better than your idle chatter.
Rude.
Go on. Make me proud.
More animals.
Again.
Not seeing any at the moment.
And again. Swing and swing and...
The waiting's getting to me. If we left, we could at least make a run for it. We're cornered in this place. Even the bloody druids look like they might turn on us.
Wonder if the gods are watching me.
He stares right past you, as if you're invisible. Or boring. He's still staring right past you. You see nothing out of the ordinary. As you turn back, the child slips between the rocks.
Woo!
You find the edges of a concealed entrance.
You're not
Well,
supposed
look
to...
who's come to visit. My kids say you've been busy since you got here. Not sure why you're poking your nose in our business, though. None of yours. This is our hideout. But hey, maybe you didn't know. Because of that, I'll give you a 10 count to leave.
He ain't gonna piss her off this time. But I want to be able to
Little
say I got
throw
this.
me uptake, won't you? We have nothing to talk about. I told you to leave. What happens next is your fault.
I was trying to leave.
I want to learn a trick too. Something only I know.
Make one up.
You can do that.
Blade of Frontiers. What a thrill for the children.
They're tough kids. Smart, too. The future's in good hands.
Seems Mole was as good as her word. She's reported that you've been threatening children.
Do this. There we go.
An unorthodox defense, but one that seems to have worked. You're free to go.
Good.
My pleasure. The Blade of Frontiers. What a thrill.
Let's move.
Go on. Give me a best shot. Not bad. Again.
I can't do it. I'm not like you.
Umi, I don't need you to be like me. You just have to buy enough time to run. Come on. I believe in you. You can do this.
You're on the right path, Umi. Go on now. Practice what you've learned. Well met. The Blade of Frontiers at your...
The man's smile bends downward, and his thoughts become yours. You are the Blade of Frontiers, racing through the wastes of Avernus. Just ahead, a diabolical figure, red skin, single curled horn, blazes with flame, bloodied great axe held high.
Hell's great fires.
You were on the ship. Doomed to shed our skin and become a lithid, or so the stories go. But we haven't sprouted any tentacles. Not yet, anyway.
True.
Could just be good luck. I'm not so...
Your minds collide once more. Will chases the fiend ignited with rancor. She is an infernal war devil. A threat to the living. Evil incarnate.
Shit! You saw her. Advocatus Diaboli. Her name is Karlak, an archdevil soldier I swore on my good eye to kill.
I tracked her through the hells to the Mind Flayer ship, but the damned Illithids infected me before I could end her.
She's out there now, preying on the innocent. I don't kill her, she'll leave behind nothing but a trail of corpses.
Good luck, bye.
An excellent suggestion, but your party's full up. Still, when the time comes, call for the blade. I won't be long to answer. A splendid plan. We'll talk more there.
I've never had cause to visit a druid's grove before. Magic weighs heavier here, seeking solace in root and soil. Grounding, one might say.
So, we're traveling with the famed Blade of Frontiers. I feel safer already.
The Blade of Frontiers. Let's hope Will lives up to his name. We'll need all the help we can get.
True.
Oh, right. Go for the heart.
I should speak up.
Step, parry, strike,
Damn it! It's just not landing. Nothing but goblins in the wild out for blood, and the druids in here looking to kick us out. Or worse. We need to be ready for a fight. But I'm useless with a sword.
There we go.
I'll try and brace them better. Like so. Step, brace, parry, swing. Yes! You really know what you're doing. Found this by the road. Bet you'll put it to good use. Oh, yes. I'll bite my tongue when the time comes. Hopefully, it's just the goblins we have to worry about. The druids are treating us like vermin. But I'll keep at it. Thank you.
Oh, battle axe.
I saw you at the gates. You fight well. A few words for the kids? Spare a story or two.
Bad news, children. You're all gonna die.
Thanks. I prefer when they smile. Look at them beaming. You did that.
Aww.
This is boring. We should train against real goblins.
It's all the same stuff we just... Da-da-da-da-da. Mo.
Yeah, just once. How much further can I go?
Oh, I don't have any money or anything to sell. My partner does that. What? I'm the guard, so don't steal anything. I'm watching you.
I'm watching you.
Hold out your hand, lady. Let me show you something. Go on. Take this ring. It's lucky. You haven't seen anything yet, lady. Go on. Take the ring and watch your fortune change.
I want to try to do his trick. Damn it!
Hard luck, lady. But like I said, we can change that. Watch. Call it. Heads or tails?
Heads?
Heads it is. See? That's the kind of luck you get from one of my lucky rings. I've got more where that came from. Real cheap too. Interested? Okay, fair. Let's go again. Heads or tails? Call it. Tails! There. Happy?
I am indeed. I got a free ring.
Really? I mean, fine. Heads or tails?
Heads.
Heads it is. There. Happy?
No, flip again.
You got it. One sec. That's what I got.
You can have some tongs. Let's see. I'll have your gold. All. I got. Where's my thieving kit? I got 3 of them, so I'm not doing too bad with those. I guess nothing really here. Give me.
Nothing caught your eye, huh?
You spot the boy giving a sly wink as he turns away.
Look, don't take your eyes off my hands.
That's curious.
Not a chance I'll fit in there.
Delicious.
At least things have stayed interesting.
Let's go to camp.
Always a pleasure.
Yes.
The Githyanki people have a word for men like the Blade of Frontiers. Shalak. Roughly translated, idealist do-gooder. Or better yet, benevolent burden. His confidence is an asset. His pursuit of valor, not so much.
Always a pleasure.
The Blade of Frontiers at your calling. Karlach's fires raged in Baldur's Gate before she escaped to Avernus, as my source told it. And she was planning to return. One of the archdevil Zariel's own. Chaos incarnate, a devil with pure fire for a heart. I made my way to Avernus to stop her. She fled from my reach. Even climbed aboard the Mind Flayer ship as it screeched through the hells. I followed in close pursuit. I can't bear to imagine the lives Karlach might be taking, the damage she might be doing. A powerful friend with a keen interest in privacy. I'm sworn to say no more.
Fair enough.
All right. What else is on your mind? My father once said, one does not pursue a champion's life. One merely answers its call. So it was for me. I was hunting near the Cloakwood when I heard it. A child crying out from a lone farmstead. I found him in the fields, flanked by goblins. His mother's corpse blared into the soil next to him.
Oh,
I don't
poor
remember
thing.
much of the battle, but I remember drying the boy's tears after. I left him with his uncles. 5 years on, and he's flourishing. If only every child was so lucky. I mourn the ones I could never save, whose cries I never heard. In the boy's tears, I finally saw the suffering wrought by the villains of the wild. The frontiers demanded a blade, and so I heeded. And it's nice to meet someone of your talents. Having a worm wriggling in my skull didn't instill much confidence in the days ahead. With you as my ally, the future looks a little less daunting. A most vicious one, in fact. It's made from pure bloodstone, carved from the Galena Mountains just north of the Moonsea. A reminder that sometimes blood must be shed and sacrifices must be made. But that story is reserved for lifetime friends and calmer days. By all means. I've come to know a fair few village clerics, but none with the skill to pull these worms from our heads. From
What a
what I
shame.
understand, there's a healer called Nettie in the Grove. Perhaps she's got the talent. We should pay her a visit.
Not this one. Nor this one. And this one are less worthy still. Righting the balance. Beyond mortal realms, there doth exist an amalgamation of spirits akin to thine own, ensnared by the treacherous cult of the Absolute, felled in its name. They bear great discontentment with their destiny. For a mere pittance of coin, I might summon the worthiest among them to lend aid to thy undertaking. Most willingly, forsooth. Their passions doth run deep for what hath been wrought upon them. Very well.
No, wait.
Impossible. Thy party is full.
What can you put him, like, give him a campsite? Fine. Just tease me with the idea of having one on my team. Whatever.
Something the matter?
Better not be cursed.
Damn thing. It has to open, surely. It has to do something.
Shadowheart's attention is consumed by a strange box that she turns over in her hands. The box is inscribed with glyphs similar to those used by the Githyanki. In an instant, Shadowheart hides the box from view.
It's nothing, trust me. Beautiful evening, isn't it? You deserve honesty more than most. But please, don't ask. I can't promise that'll be anytime soon, but thank you, all the same.
Need them to all trust me.
tingle runs through your head and down to your feet.
Ah, there it is. That shiver. Our little brainworms have made fast friends, it would seem. How do you feel?
Yeah, we finally get it
Courage
done.
in danger shadow. I love to see it. But shouldn't the shadow have crept closer? Gone darker by now? Before the Illithid's unscheduled surgery, I'd felled hundreds of beasts and a fair few fiends. The tadpoles weakened me, suppressed greater talents, but beyond that, I've showed no signs of turning. No nausea, no pain, not even a hot flash.
Dig up some poison mushrooms if you really want to be sick.
Indeed. Perhaps the worm's vat was poisoned. Perhaps we're uncommonly fit. Or perhaps the tadpoles are merely on holiday. We could conjecture all night. I suppose the why doesn't matter so much as the what next. And that answer is plain as the horns on a war devil's head. We get these things out. Let's get some rest. Dawn comes sooner than we think. Go ahead. I'm listening.
Oh, nothing.
Well, hello. What can I do for you?
Nothing, apparently. So close. There we go.
Yes.
Think I should rest a day because right now I am bloodless. Okay, let's leave the camp.
There's something I want to talk to you about. Something important. I could have died in that pod, back on the Nautiloid. You could have died, spending precious moments trying to free me, but you did it anyway.
Yep.
I owe you my life. I'm trying to say that you've earned my trust in a way very few ever have. I want that to mean something. I want you to know more about me, at least from what I can remember. As long as I've prayed to Lady Shah, I've wished to serve her as a dark justiciar. There is scarcely a greater way to fully dedicate yourself to Lady Shah, save perhaps if you become the head of her church. To become a dark justiciar is to become the Night Singer's sword arm, her implement with which she will cast down the unbelievers and win the final battle to restore her perfect, endless darkness. It's all I ever wanted. I prayed it was my calling. But Mother forbid me from seeking to prove myself worthy of the rank. She said I was not ready. Not my mother, I should add. The Mother Superior, head of Lady Shah's enclave in Baldur's Gate. Sometimes I wonder if she would ever deem me ready. I owe her everything, and I only wish to serve, yet she can prove inscrutable.
That's a load of nothing.
I don't know. Perhaps if I succeed in my mission and reach Baldur's Gate. Hope has little place amongst Lady Shah's children. It's an illusion, a distraction. For this, I hope my time will yet come. Dark Justiciars are hated by many, judged to be ruthless fanatics. Even the few who would accept a follower of Lady Shah would likely balk at a Justiciar in their midst. But there's a simpler answer to your question. I simply forgot about the desire I had until I saw some things that reminded me. Now, I can't get it out of my mind.
Fine.
Let's see.
What's on your mind?
I don't think I've ever had a confidant quite like you. And if I have, I can't remember them.
Let's see. Find my cat form.
These boots have seen everything.
We're going to own that town.
You are unable to speak.
You did this to yourself. You did this to...
Blah, 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 blah.
His eyes flicker to yours for an instant, then away, as if it hurts to look at you.
Why would it hurt? So much to see in this area.
I have a lot on my mind, and, well, in it.
Yeah, true. You have a lot in our mind too.
Anything of use?
Let's check. Is there any stuff that I can have in my back? No matter, hears the martyr's cries, takes in the ill and the oppressed. When one to help the other dies, then by ill matter they are blessed. Jurgel, or so it often said, once gave away his bony throne for Kelmvor. He tracks the dead. Make sure the dead souls do not roam. Kelmvor, Lord of the Dead, will take your hand when death arrives. Make sure souls are correctly led to all their proper afterlives.
Goblins, druids. This grove is a death trap. Grab what you can and get out. That's my advice.
Okay.
How long do you think we've got before the goblins come?
You ain't gonna shoot me. Your hands are shaking.
Put it down. She can't fight back.
That's the point. Get out of the way.
She didn't kill your brother, Arka. You're better than this.
Shoot before you lose your nerve, Tiefling. If you ever had it to begin with. I'm not afraid. Chosen by the Absolute, I am. I'm blessed. Oh, I'll bless you, all right. Looks like the Absolute sent me a protector. You gonna kill her too? You move.
I'll deliver you right to your brother. Yeah, well, that don't work.
Who cares? You fought for us, so I'll give you one last chance.
Move.
There we go.
Damn you. Damn it. Why do you care if a goblin lives or dies?
It's not practice target.
Can't say I understand that. Not sure I want to.
It's alright, Arka. Let's go.
I'm gonna bite the heads off your kids. And your Ain't sure why you're protecting me. Don't care, neither. It's too late to make friends, warg meat. My tribe's coming. They're gonna burn this pretty place for the glory of the Absolute and hang you by your guts. They'll peel your face off and nail it to a wall. I ain't scared of some god. Stick a dozen arrows in me and Priestess Gut'd still patch me up. Got a whole lab set up. Cooks up potions that fix our lads, no matter how much of a beating they take. Could probably stick your head back on if someone was to chop it off. Mighty booyog.
Booyog. The goblin word for magic. Primitive to a fault, but not entirely without merit.
Get me out of here, and I'll tell you where to find her. Deal? Even if you did find my tribe, they'd set the wargs on you. You need me. Get me out of here, and I'll tell them what a good friend you are. Then hurry up and do it. My tribe ain't as friendly as I am. Let me out, you bunch of softies!
Believe it or not, but I witnessed a similar standoff back at the Yawning Portal. Of course, an establishment like that invites all sorts of outlandish entertainments. An inn in Waterdeep. Oh, never a dull moment there. Adventurers come from all over Faerun to try their luck down the well. Leads into the Undermountain, you see, full of death, danger, and vast amounts of treasure. Hard to resist. Oh, a drow, a dragonborn, and a cleric of Cyric walk into a bar. Your standard fare. Maybe someone was cheating at cards. Maybe it was some weird lover's quarrel. In any case, out came the crossbow, and a hush fell over the entire room. I stood up and yelled, "Shadow Dark Ale for everyone!" The crowd cheered. The tension drained into 6 tankards, and soon all was well again. In a place like the Yawning Portal, the most powerful magic is calling for a round of drinks. Mind you, all I did was call for ale, but you went and stood in front of that crossbow. I'd drink to that.
Yes.
No, because I would die.
I'm just sad and bored.
Please, leave us be. This isn't a good time.
It's fine, Memnos. Having fun with your new goblin friend? Bet you aren't. I've had some time to think since we last talked. Can't say I'm enjoying it much.
I can pack or talk, and right now I'm packing.
Alright, fine. There we go.
The rat's eyes soften as he emits a pained squeak. You realize the source of his discomfort. One of his front teeth is chipped. He relaxes, an appreciative squeak escaping his tiny mouth. With an enthusiastic chitter, he urges you to follow.
Is that everything? I think that's everything.
Come on! Just move!
Preface. Centuries ago, a young man sailed from the village of Grey Harbor. Where he went, what he saw, and the deeds he accomplished are simple legends today. But the wealth he returned with years later is a hard fact. Baldur made Grey Harbor rich. His gold built docks, funded businesses, and raised strong walls to protect it all. One of the gates into this flourishing city was named in his honor, but so great was the wealth that flowed through it that the name of the gate became more famous than the village that started it all. The name Grey Harbor had been relegated to dusty history books and ancient maps, but Baldur's Gate, that name is on the lips of every traveler in Faerun.
Don't give me trouble now.
Your lockpicking is attracting attention. Tread carefully.
I can pack or talk, and right now I'm packing.
Well, then don't watch me.
You've been spotted fiddling with that lock. Best fiddle with something else.
But the rat wants me in there.
Shame the goblins didn't kill me, too.
Don't say that.
I'm just sad. Bored.
Tempers are rising. It's clear not everything you find is at your disposal.
Then what do you do?
Wonder when the goblins will come.
You say that like you're looking forward to it.
I could use the target practice.
Well, hello.
Directly.
Still alive, so that's progress.
Shame the goblins didn't kill me.
Oh.
A couple turns should do it.
Okay, there we go.
Need to find a way forward.
Stop! This place is off limits. Leave.
Mm-hmm. There we go. Whoop, 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 whoop.
You note her grimace of pain. Something is wrong with her legs. Damn it! Don't look at me like that. You can stay. Just keep your hands to yourself, all right? I just fall back down. Legs are as steady as a foal's. Bloody potion.
Take her bag and leave.
What? No, the potion worked. I'm strong as a bugbear and fearless. The old lady warned me that this might happen, that it was a side effect. No, she's been nothing but kind to me. Why would she... Sorry, I need a moment. I'm not feeling the best. But I'm sure it'll pass. All the bloody things to happen.
Seems like a good moment to talk.
The rat chitters angrily. Whatever broke his tooth is in this room. His dark eyes stare at you, eager for this danger to be banished.
Stay back, or else. Nothing's wrong. Just get back. Ow! Oh, my tooth. It's the front one. I chipped it on the evil thing.
Trying to eat it. Looks funny to me. What's evil thing?
In the box. Follow me, I'll show you. The evil thing's in the chest.
Charmed, I'm sure.
Let's get going.
Your desire.
Never a dull moment. With haste.
The evil thing's gone. Now, where was I?
Pages are stained with dust and mud, but between screeds about hygiene while we're traveling on the road, your eyes settle on this section. There were those that warned me against straying from the river, but I was out searching for an adventure, and we're better than the fields of the dead. Living in Baldur's Gate, one hears much about this grand, grassy plain, but one never visits, and for a place with such a desolate name, it is positively teeming with life. Well, perhaps not teeming, but there are honest farmers to be found there, and a large number of ravens. Alas, I had no time to venture near the huge hills or barrows, as the locals call them, but I am told that ancient artifacts are all bursting out of the ground, and fine spot for a little relic hunting.
What's inside?
Oh, nothing. supply log is scrawled and underlined on the inside cover. The dirt-stained pages that follow track the storage and use of food and medical supplies. A flurry of entries near the end suggests that the reserves are nearly depleted.
My faith protects me.
All's well that ends not as bad as it could have.
Not as bad as it could have.
What's next?
Looking ahead.
Ready and willing. What now?
Wits and blades, always sharp.
Is it doing anything?
Lost in thought.
No time to rest. Better than nothing.
Welcome, rest.
Academic disclosure. This research was funded independently and conducted at a site in Avernus, the first plane of the Nine Hells. Candlekeep does not encourage or promote the entrapment or mortal souls. Soul coins, as a concept, are one of merciless simplicity. The sum of personal and magical essence, the soul, is bound into a minted piece of infernal iron and used as currency by devils in their cohort. They are frequently traded for their value, can purchase mercenaries, magical items, and even fuel the strange engines in the hills. However, there are fascinating cultures surrounding soul coins as well. I spoke to a devil who admitted so she had one coin that she will never sell, for it was the bargain that got her promoted out of Lemure's status. She connected me to a half-elf warlock who had promised his soul to a coin after death. I was able to look at his contract, which is reproduced below. The next 50 pages appear to be a painstakingly written legal document in Infernal with a headache-inducing number of footnotes.
thought of something.
It's quite a sight. The stars, I mean. I could take or leave your chin. I can see the stars from Baldur's Gate, of course, but not with such clarity. It got me thinking, reflecting on what tomorrow might bring when we meet this goblin priestess. Will she know how to bring the worm under control? Will this little adventure of ours be over?
Well, you miss me.
Why not? You've been to the Hells and back, survived the crash, survived everything that's followed. I'm not easily impressed by people, but you're stronger than I gave you credit for.
I'm pretty impressive. Ooh.
A delicious thought, but the right moment. I'm sorry. I need to clear my head. I'll see you later, I'm sure. Sleep tight. Yes?
A fine evening, don't you think? The moonlight shines warmly on us. The breeze caresses our faces. Hideous. All of it. Would that I were doing battle up there, among the tears. Look above. Watch the moon cross the sky. The tears follow behind it. Rocky bodies tumbling through the sea of night. One of them is my crash. Clear. Your curiosity is to be commended. Githyanki are hatched in creches all throughout realm space. Clear is one of many. It's there I first saw a Kithrak mount a red dragon. Where I slit my cousins' throats at the Vash's command.
Oh,
but
wow.
enough of this. You are wasting your resting time. Come dawn, we resume our search for a creche.
This might sound presumptuous, but I hope we stay allies once we're cured. Friends it is. When your storms gather and lightning strikes, I'll come calling. Now, let's rest. I wager tomorrow will be a big day.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
The leader of the pack comes to chat. What's on your mind? You must be pleased to have a clear path forward. The sooner we find this priestess gut, the better. Can't wait to get rid of this thing in my head. Head to Baldur's Gate. Someone's waiting for me. Let a girl have some secrets. Was there anything else? I hadn't thought of that. What do you have in mind? That sounds interesting. But on second thought, I'm quite tired. Perhaps something else will come to you before we part ways. Rest well.
Here goes nothing.
There we go.
Need something? Darling, I thought you'd never ask. I'll see you tonight.
There's something I've been wanting to share with you, if now's a good time.
Are you feeling unwell?
It's difficult to put into words. I think it might be easier to just show you.
You okay?
Use the tadpole. The connection. Come into my mind. I'm sure. I trust you. I don't remember how it started. Only how it ended. I was fleeing. She asked my name. Can't remember what I said. Can't remember anything before those words. All I know is she saved my life and gave me a new home with Lady Shah. It hurts. That's all I remember. Normally I'd agree, but with you, it's getting easier by the moment. Fine. What's on your mind?
Fine.
I don't think I've ever had a comfort after all. What I shared with you about my past, about being saved from the wolf, that is not something I would normally even dream of sharing.
Right. I've got food, water, my dagger.
On my way. I've got a long road ahead.
Doo-doo-doo, don't mind me. Just came out of this place that totally wasn't locked.
You're gonna be sorry, every last one of you.
Didn't I get a key?
You gonna open this cage or what? Well, hurry up. I got all the time in the world. You don't.
And they don't like them.
You thieves are all boring.
Well,
Even your cages are boring.
What was my key for then? I know I got a key. Just...
Hells take me. What I wouldn't do for best tools were exposed now.
You don't look so tough. Mull fought off a hobgoblin all by herself.
Thanks for fighting off those goblins. If you need to replace any gear, just ask. My selection's pretty slim. I had to leave most of my equipment in Elturel. Of sorts. Used to be a bread and butter tinsmith before Elturel fell into Avernus. These days my talents are more eclectic. Learned a lot in my time in the Hells. Hope to forget most of it. But between you and me, there's nothing in all the realms like the utter power of infernal machinery. Alas, my offerings are far more humble these days.
Oh, you're a barter.
I wonder what the next move is.
You have my attention.
Keep a blade close.
Yeah, I'll sell it somewhere.
What to do? Something's on my mind.
Here's hoping we all make it in one piece.
Those goblins will rue the day they chose to tangle with this grove. You and I will do some good here. I can feel it.
We should have left by now. Damnation! Instead, we're just sitting here, practically begging to be attacked. Staying is a mistake. You don't understand. My apprenticeship with Leroican begins shortly. I cannot be late. Yes, that Leroican. The greatest wizard in Baldur's Gate. I've heard that name before. The very same.
Word in Waterdeep. In that case, I'd very much appreciate it if you could arrange an introduction, should we reach the city.
Common gossip. The byproducts of ignorance and jealousy. I've admired Leroican for years. Never dreamed he'd answer my letter. But I've worked myself to the bone for this. Few can match me in either magic or talent. The names Roland and Leroican will be known far and wide. You'll see.
You! Saw you fighting those slimy bastards. Fancy a bowl? Best to fill your belly now, while we still can. Look, it ain't much, but it might make all the difference. The only way we'll make it to Baldur's Gate is to run, and run hard. If a gnoll catches your scent, you'll need every bit of strength. Trust me. Doesn't taste half bad.
Ah, if it isn't the talk of the camp. Thank goodness you came along when you... Oh! There isn't a bit of colour in those cheeks, Petal. Are you harsh, cold, Feverish? Auntie Ethel will sort you out. I've lotions and potions galore. Sorry, love. I just lose the run of myself sometimes. I must say, though, you're looking mighty peaky. Are you all right? Oh, I've seen it all. I once had a fella who'd been caught dabbling with a dryad. The wife was none too pleased and introduced him to a pot of boiling oil. But worry not. I fixed him up, and depending on the lighting, he looks good as new.
Depending on the lighting.
My point is, whatever ails you, I promise I've seen worse.
Something doesn't add up about this one. Don't tell her anything.
What is it, Peckle? What's wrong? As you wish, Petal. Now, do you need anything? I have a few odds and ends for sale. Hey, bother.
Do some of those.
Take care now, sweetie.
Sure thing.
Shame the goblins didn't kill me.
Die if I met Heroic reeking of this place. I was never gonna
Scots is boring sad.
Ooh, a pear.
I'm waiting on someone and you want him. Do you mind?
Rude.
You sound like your father.
Well, it was his caravan.
Good to be back behind the walls, have to say. For as long as that lasts. Don't make me hurt you, boy.
Too late! Looking at you!
Damn goblins! Oh, I was just gonna let it fall off, stick it in my satchel. Ain't letting anyone here near me. They all sat and watched while Zevlor near got us killed. Oh, very gracious of you. We expected a soft job. Something to test the new lad, maybe, but not a bloody goblin nest. Most would have turned tail at the sight, but not Liam, no. He charged them, the stupid bastard. Nah. He must have thought we were following. Always the optimist was Liam. Hope they cut him down quick before he saw we were gone. Small mercies.
Don't you lie to me, boy. I know you have me.
Touch me and I'll bite your fingers off. I will! And we'll have a dog, right?
They don't allow them in Baldur's Gate. Cats, though?
A little orange cat.
And a house with a little door so that it can come and go as it pleases.
And a high fence to keep eavesdroppers out.
Just passing through.
Thanks. I suppose we'll all need it.
What about you? Big plans for when you get to the city? I think I've heard of that place. Something about a stuffed dragon's head in one of the dining rooms. It's settled, Dennis. You, me, and the Elf Song Tavern first thing when we arrive. If we see you there, we'll get you a pint. For your finder's fee.
Nice people, seems.
I think I'd make a fine teacher.
No one back home will ever believe this.
Don't you lie to me, boy. I'm only going to ask you one more time, boy. Hand over my locket.
I don't have your ugly locket. I never seen it before.
Hand it over or I'll slap the teeth out of your head. You threatening me?
Can we do it? Can we do it? Can we do it? Damn it. Hey, KB. How's it going?
Him all at once. You won't be so lucky. Get out of the way.
Gods,
No.
don't bleed over the thing. It's just tin and glass. Here, take it. Not sure why you care so much about it, honestly.
Scram! Before I give you something to care about. Kid's lucky you were here. The nerve of that smirking little rat. Can't believe the kid thought he could snatch my mum's locket and get away with it. Bet he's learned his lesson now.
Let's make it unlock it. Can I have it? Yeah, I don't think that'd go over well.
I'll give it a shot.
Hmm.
Eltergard. A lot of territory to cover before Baldur's Gate. And any cure found there.
Need you never.
Gnolls and goblins marked on the map. Travel won't be easy.
Can I finish now? There we go. An aging map of Eltergard and its surroundings. The cities of Baldur's Gate and Alterel are both marked, but it's the wilderness in between that's covered in notes, symbols, and ciphers.
sir.
The
But
freshest
if there's a
ink
clear
marks,
path past those
pictographs
goblins,
of goblins and
they'll
gnolls
find it.
Yes.
shown gathering in the forest and hills nearby.
Have you spoken to Korga? Of course, you have your own business to attend to. But if the druids won't abandon this ritual of theirs, it will be trouble for all of us.
You're the one who helped at the gate. Glad to have another sword. We might need it.
Probably. What's this book say? In fact, the greatest joy of my life hasn't been acting, but becoming. When you choose a character to play, you don't just wear a mask. You take a little bit of their soul for your own. Whoever you are in your heart of hearts changes, if only by the faintest note. I can't read your books. Oh, I can read that one. Fine. An excerpt from the ongoing meta-text Rebound by Isefa Elgin, a scholar excommunicated from the Church of Denier for their heterical efforts to reconstruct the metatext or gods.
Just Zevlor, Tilly. We're civilians now, remember?
With respect, sir.
Lost in knowledge, but perhaps greater skill than their monopoly. Oh, I think I read this.
Avernus changed.
Yeah, I've read this already.
Best we get used to that.
Yes. Zevlor.
Zevlor. Got anything else that's good in here? Yeah, more books. Anything useful? Have you ever had a god change your blood? It is a horrifying thing, even for those who may desire it. Yet few tieflings wished for Asmodeus to claim their bodies, only to be given no choice in the matter. It is not as if we were well loved before the Archdevil's gambit. Our people have always struggled against the notion of devilkin, as if a single drop of infernal ichor inescapably corrupts. How amusing when so many others willingly sell their souls to fiends, yet their culture as a whole escapes the blame. But what method can we redeem ourselves? When the crime is not ours. I would drive a blade into every warlock that aided Asmodeus' damned ritual, and personal vengeance cannot undo the will of a god, much less one as slippery as the Lord of Lies. When every passerby thinks you're a thief and heretic, it is deeply tempting to become one. The only thing that has stopped me is knowing Asmodeus wants nothing more than for all of us to fall from grace.
Watch or the flaming fist?
Pardon?
When we get
Can't
to
give up
Baldur's
now.
Gate, where are we enlisting?
Ba ba ba, this is all this says goodbye. And ba ba. The Hollow. Guess we're going up here now.
Is that blood? No, never mind.
No. Oh. Made a whole roundabout. Talk to them.
Alright, what now?
We're exposed now. We've known enough grief this 10-day traveler. Don't be the cause of more.
Never get the smell.
Nothing of value in there. Nothing. Hey, we're back here. Here. We're gonna go over here now. Now that I've made my whole circle of this area.
Still breathing, despite everything.
Lady of Sorrows, guide us. Did you want something?
No, I meant to click this thing.
Can't keep me out.
No, you can't. I want in! Damn it, that's not good enough. Huh? Yeah! Oh yeah, ooh, gold and potion of featherfall. Okay. Could be of use.
I want to learn a trick too. Something
No one stopped me yet.
Make one up. You can do that.
Please, let us through. Let my daughter go right now.
She's a thief, hellspawn. And you will wait for Korga's judgment. Now get back!
Oh, let me through, Ragrasham, or I'll rip your damn throat out!
Oh.
Lives are at stake, and the cowards only care about their bloody rituals.
Damn it!
We've taken those guards. Those druids are going to get us killed. Nothing sacred about this lot.
We could help each other. Fight the goblins together. Instead, these fools are trying to chase us away.
Do all the damn...
Those dirt kissers would let us die for the sake of their bloody grove.
We need to get Arabella out. Now!
You heard the guards. They're waiting on Corker to give word.
I'd sooner trek through the 9 hells than trust that snake. Ugh!
Arabella tried to steal their idol. Druids lost their damn minds about it. They need it for their precious ritual.
Oh, it's all my fault. I told her I wished the wretched thing would just disappear, or better yet, explode.
Now Arabella's being judged by a bunch of druids who hate us. That's not right.
Sounds like they're already biased
Breaking
about
into
it.
druid chambers to steal a sacred relic. Oh, she sounds like fun.
Thank you. They won't give us the time of day.
Hurry! I'm at the end of my tether as is. Can't take this waiting.
Yes.
I bet she's giving them hell. She's not outed for nothing.
Keep this up and you'll have...
Calm, Magrin. Give her a chance. You, get back! Druid or not, you're still an outsider to this place. Entry is forbidden.
A moment, Giona.
What? Oh, I understand. You. Apparently Korga wants to see you. Go ahead. Your welcome can be easily withdrawn, outsider. Respect our grove, or face our claws.
My Earthheim friend. Few outsiders are allowed in here. Be respectful and do not interfere.
Yes, I'm quite aware. You there! Ah, my good friend. You were at the gates just now, no? When the goblins came? You saw them up close?
Yes.
A few questions, if you please. There's no overstating my interest. Glory. Now then, how would you describe that particular batch of goblins? Size, nature, distinguishing qualities?
You search your mind, successfully recalling various details of goblin behavior.
Goblins were of a rare, jam-colored hue and wielded magic blowguns. And the dragon they had marching in the rear, was it of the brass or silver variety?
Yeah.
Witnesses failed to notice the
Excuse me? There was no dragon.
Last question, then you'll be quite free. Did the attackers rally to the absolute when they fell upon the gates? They did, didn't they? Oh, curious. Oh, curious indeed. I've interrogated one, a captive in this very camp. She reports they've abandoned their god Maglabiet in favor of someone called the Absolute. The scandal! Ah, but is superstition all? These goblins are informed by a kind of strategy anathema to their kind. I, for one, intend to get to the bottom of it. I'm
Okay,
just preparing
Sherlock
to head to their
Holmes.
camp as we speak, in fact. If you'll excuse me, I ought not to dawdle. My friend, every story benefits from a dragon. Until we meet again.
Don't mind if I do.
Ah, my grizzled friend. What can you tell me about this place?
Agenicul amor in umbra tua, pater arborum.
Altered somehow.
Defende nos ab imminentibus alquilibrio tuo.
Ab spiritu, umoc, aculeus vitisque.
Message scratched in a worried hand. Received message from Hag via Sereth, one of Nettie's birds. We buried Sereth 10 days ago. Not sure how Hag found him. Message itself was threat, but also invitation. She wants to meet. Haven't replied. Bury Sereth again beneath a heavier stone.
Speak. The bird knows. She needs to know. You do not. Forgive me. My love for my brethren is strong. But trust, it is delicate. More follow Korga every day. They are afraid, and she offers a simple solution. Eject the refugees, and we will be safe. Perhaps not. But that does not make it right. Only Master Halsin can stop this. I pray my bird returns with news of him. If not, I fear for my people. He left with the adventurers. They went treasure hunting in an old temple near here. Master Halsin did not chase treasure. I do not know what he was chasing, but he never returned. Find Nettie in her room, through the carved door, deeper in the grove. I would prefer not to, but if Master Halsin does not return, Korga will give the order, and my voice will not matter.
Ew. I don't see what much use that is.
Again?
Oh, sorry. Thought you were a different person. Sorry. Seems like I gotta go into form again. Since everyone here is a bear, might as well join in. Well, most people are.
What's that?
Okay, at least this is open. I need to go talk with all the animals. Huh?
I thought you were housing.
The boar prances around, haunches clenching and unclenching impatiently.
Where's Halsin? Promise me a mate.
Shouldn't have wished to.
I smell drama amongst these adventurers.
Just a moment. This man is recording my story. I am far from home.
As the colourful man starts scribbling, the bear sneaks a quick look at the page. His brow furrows. Incomprehensible squiggles surround a crude sketch. A bear disemboweling a clutch of tieflings.
Come on. All the druids can understand me. You can. Why can't the man with the pen? I traveled a long way.
The man nods thoughtfully and adds another dismembered limb to his sketch.
Come on,
The man nods.
Would that we could speak freely, my Ursine friend. Alas, I've never learned to converse with your kind.
Keep away from Tuffet. She's lazy enough as it is.
Yes, I'm quite aware.
Each chapter of this book describes the cultural origins of a different mythological beast. Chapter 5, Miniature Giant Space Hamster. Very little is known about this particular cryptid. Those stories say they tend to choose well-muscled human males as their steeds when they deign to visit this plane. According to legends, this creature retains a wellspring of indescribable power known only to itself, though it provides its steed with perhaps mystical, perhaps mundane courage. Stated. Rumors claim the creature has a taste of human eyes.
Yes, I see. And is that herd with 2 eyes on?
Outsider, away!
Good chat, good chat.
Please, make it stop. Can't you hear it? Her singing. It's awful.
Terrible.
Oh no. Whatever shall we do? More witless creatures. More ear bleed. My head is melting. I'm leaving before the damage is permanent.
This book is clear work in progress, though already extensive. chronicling various musical styles and notation from across Faerun. Amid the orderly symbols in blackened ink, one page stands out. It is a wash in color and rendering 8 arcs. The script below reads, My Conoid Song by Ogma. I hear it and I see it and I know it and I feel it, but I can't write it, or can I?
You are unable to speak.
Dance upon the stars tonight. Smile and pain will fade away. Words of mine will change. No. Become.
More like butchering. Don't know why I bother.
The animals agree.
No, I'm moments away from a grisly death. At the hands of this bloody song. I can't... Nothing fits, you know? It can't hurt. I have an extra lute, if you want. My teacher, Lihala. She loved dancing. Had 2 left feet, mind. I remember waking up one night on the road and seeing her dancing beneath the stars. A huge smile on her face. Thinking of it now, my heart hurts. And my words just seem to crumble. Like ash. Wait. Words of mine will turn to ash. That's perfect. That it's okay. That I'll be okay. And thank you for everything. Moon, moon reminds me of your grace. All the love I can't repay. Wait.
Dance upon the stars
sorry. Thanks. That's the first time I've played since Lihala died. My teacher. She was playing her lute. We didn't hear the gnolls coming. There was so much blood. I can still smell it. She'd yell at me for that clunky verse and make me play till my fingers were raw. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. Finish the Weeping Dawn. For her. I've a long way to go. But thank you. I needed this. On the stars tonight, smile and pain will fade away. Words of mine will...
Tiring business, isn't it? All this traveling and adventuring. Why don't we take a little break? Allow ourselves a few moments of rest? Gives me a chance to talk to you about something, well, rather important. We've been on the road together for a while now, haven't we? Survived some perils, overcame some obstacles. Ever since you were kind enough to free me from that stone, I've seen you demonstrate remarkable guile and courage. The way you stood in front of a crossbow to prevent a murder. In short, I've grown to trust you. The reason I make a point of saying this is that I've grown confident enough to tell you something I've yet to tell another living soul, except for my cat. You see, I have this condition. Very different from the parasite we share, but just as deadly.
Cats are contagious.
The specifics are rather personal, but suffice it to say that it is a malady I've learned to live with, though not without some effort. What it comes down to is this. Every so often, I need to get my hands on a powerful magical item and absorb the weave inside. Oh, staffs, tomes, cowls, the form doesn't matter, so long as it's brimming with weave. It's been days since I last consumed an artifact, since before we were abducted. It's only a matter of time before my craving returns. That is why I turn to you. I need you to help me find magic items to consume. It is vital. Dare I say it? Critical. As luck would have it, Faerun is full of them, though I do feel obliged to point out that items of power tend to be in the hands of the powerful. There'll be danger involved, or great cost. Splendid. Bit of boldness will serve us well. I'm sure we won't have to look very far to find what I need. Faerun overflows with magic-infused treasure. I know the allure magic artifacts hold. I understand their value and their power. All this to say, I understand the sacrifice I ask of you. But if I may be so bold, it's for a very good cause indeed. I hope I can count on you.
At least things have stayed interesting.
That's for sure.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
forest rose with claw and tooth to tear the darkness from its roots. Druidic orders often fight dark forces, but you do not recognize the events depicted here. The mural depicts a purge, a sacred cleansing of the land on a scale you've never seen before.
Please. I'm sorry.
This is madness, Korga. She's just a...
A what, Wrath? A thief? A poison? A threat? I will imprison the devil. And I will cast out every stranger. The Tree Father's words. Your circle taught well. You know, then, that Sylvanas spoke further. The parasite must be removed for new seed to grow. Yet behold, the parasite lives. She eats our food, drinks our water, then steals our most holy idol in thanks. Wrath, lock her up. She remains here until the rite is complete. And keep still, devil. Tila is restless.
Come, Korga. We took back the idol. Surely...
Do it.
Oh.
The words of the Tree Father, spoken plain. It is as you say. Sifisif, Tila, to me. Out, thief. My grace has its limits.
It hurts.
Thank you, Korga. Master Halsin...
Halsin isn't here. Keep his name off your tongue, lest Tila pierce it.
That woman has more venom in her heart than a snake in its fangs. But at least the child is safe. What is youth if not a time to be forgiven for one's transgressions? Couldn't agree more. The girl wasn't innocent, but that doesn't mean she was guilty.
Especially not, like, to be
Yet she failed. That's what matters.
imprisoned like that.
Go on. Say it. You think I'm a monster? First you urge grace, then you speak truth. You surprised me twice over. A shame the grace period ends. The Viper's fangs have been bared. She must guard her brood. No matter. I took back the idol of Sylvanas, and the rite is resumed. We will seal the grove, free from harm, free of intruders. A disease of the flower must not reach the root. Pluck the petals, sever the branch if you must, but cut out the rot before it infects the whole of the wood. Teachings of the Tree Father. Do you agree? Words I heed to the letter, to keep my brood safe. You showed great mettle at the gate. The mettle of a skilled sword for hire. I want you to provide your services to Zevlor. Offer to guide the Outlanders out of the grove. I'm sure they'll reward you well. They're to be gone before final prayer. If they are not, the Viper must strike. You will do more than speak. This tale ends but one way. With the Outlander rot cleansed, and the grove forever shrouded.
Hefty book is labeled 1371 and stamped with an elegant stag against a dark green background. 6 Uktar sent to druids some of the newer recruits up north. Village there had 2 years of failed crops and are unlikely to survive the next winter. 9 Uktar. A group from Baldur's Gate arrived. They've set up camp on the edge of the forest. 2 bears and a fox came by. Their territory has been burned out. Half the fox's cubs died, praying this new group a visit tomorrow. Paying. 10 Uktar. Visit did not go well. After telling me where to shove it, they said they'd cut down half the forest and burn out any wildlife that dared to stick around. Claimed they were going to farm the land and make a new city of their own. Time to get creative. 12 Uktar. Mudslide did the trick, buried half their farming equipment and made the rest useless. They won't be back anytime soon. Got reports of a red wizard in the village south of here. Sending 3 rangers to investigate. If they catch even a whiff of a red cloak, I'm contacting the House of Sylvanus. There we go. Well, thanks. I hope you have a good one too.
Thor's fur bristles. He wants to jump, wants to bite. His eyes dart back and forth as he sniffs the air. He can't see them anymore, but he can smell them. Many, many strangers. His ears twitch as he lowers his head down into your lap.
Aww.
Come, Silver. Stay close.
Another stranger come to vex me. What will you do? Hunt me? Grab my tail? Shout until my head hurts? Stupid or a liar. Neither is needed here. Go. Leave. You are not wanted here.
That's cute. Someone has written Shadow Curse at the top of this page and a number of notes below. Trees infected, but still alive. Malicious component to underlying magic resists removal, attempts to infect caster. Range and severity of curse suggests divine origin. Umbral characteristics and vicinity to Shar's temple suggest goddess herself responsible.
Temple of Shar. Where? And what's this about a curse?
Paw print suggests an animal walked across the century, smudging everything except a few words. Animal scout scent, eastern towns, villagers possibly still alive. Violent. A scrap of a larger map fastened to the page with fragrant sap. Someone has written tainted by curse above the lands to east, beyond the mountains, and on the road to Baldur's Gate.
You are unable to speak. You cannot use that right now. The rat doesn't respond. It simply bares its teeth. doesn't.
Okay.
Come, boy. It's all right.
Please leave. Our hospitality has limits, and they were crossed long ago.
You did well to speak up for the girl. That snake is fickle. A tragedy prevented. Well seen. Well spotted. We've let a snake replace our leader. She is first druid in Halsin's absence. With him caught or dared by goblins, none may gainsay, but more will die if her ritual is finished. I doubt those exiled by the right will survive long outside. It is what Korga desires. I doubt it is what Sylvanas wants.
What will the tieflings want next? Letting the Hellchild go was a mistake.
The towers seized, the battle done. The moonrise broke the darkest one. History or myth, whatever is depicted here is long past.
Once, we take Grove law seriously.
By letting that child escape without consequence. We might as well have lain on the ground and let them trample us.
Interwoven prayers and incantations sneak across one side of the page. Written on the other are instructions for performing the rite of thorns. When the prayer is complete, thorns and bramble rise from the earth, protecting from harm all those who chanted it.
The grove sported some rather interesting murals, I must say. They just reminded me of something half forgotten. It seemed to depict Lady Shah's warriors in combat. I hadn't known they were active in these parts. You know me. I'm not usually one to elaborate if I can avoid it. They looked like dark justiciars, an elite force among Lady Shah's ranks. Only the very finest proved themselves worthy of the title. There was a proving ground of sorts. A place where initiates sought to complete Lady Shah's trials and make a sacrifice in her name. But that place is lost now. Some even wonder if it ever truly existed. Curious to see them depicted in such a place. Perhaps there's more to it. But there's nothing to be done about it just now. Pain is the gauntlet that all who love Lady Shah must endure. Only her embrace can truly heal me. To try and salve myself would do nothing but shame me in the Night Singer's eyes.
Woo!
Perhaps you're right. But there's little we can do about it just now. Maybe a way will present itself in time if Lady Shah wills it.
Oh, that's that guy. Nothing I can really read in here. Let's move on to the next room, I suppose. Deep crease in the spine makes
Number on you, didn't they? Does that hurt?
the file open to reveal one recipe in particular. Neat writing in the corners marks it as an antidote for all known potions. That is it. This is it, the recipe that made me decide to publish my notes. The story might not interest you, but I shall record it for posterity. Feel free to skip to the actual recipe. I was sitting in the elf song, sipping my usual hot cocoa, the heat soothing the pain in my scaleless hands. A small child, human, stumbles through the door, sick as a dog. All the other patrons seemed like they wanted to help, but nobody could pay for an antidote for a stranger's child. Meanwhile, the ingredients were just lying around in the kitchen. Every single one of those people could have saved that child, but only I knew how. It felt like a crime. Recipe for 1 bottle of antidote. Extracts needed: salts of mugwort, suspension of bullywug trumpet. Method: slowly trickle salts into suspension. Stir clockwise until the concoction's consistency turns almost chewable. Might turn slightly green, but this is purely aesthetic and has no effect on the antidote itself. And remember, when in doubt with alchemy, just recall the rule of 3. Thrice the same ingredients forms an extract excellent.
Ridiculous. We just let her run off. She's a child. A devil child. One who's steal from us.
Don't mind me, just getting some mugwort.
Nearly there.
The bird's eyes are glassy, its breathing weak.
I see you. Just give me a moment.
A moment.
Vis medicat.
There. It's up to her now. Life or death. Now, what was it you needed? You found her, but I still don't know what she can do for you. Why are you asking? A tadpole. A mind flayer tadpole. I'll do what I can. Come,
Please.
follow me. I might be able to help.
Might.
We need to be quick. This way.
The bird's eyes are glassy.
Let's go. The workshop's this way. Head on in.
There's something in that vessel.
This one had the same problem as you. Attacked us in the woods together with some goblins. Tadpole crawled out of his head soon after.
Yeah, I don't want to be killed.
I'll do the best I can.
Do not stick that in my eye.
Master Halson, mind. He'd have your tadpole out like that. Still, we have options.
You
don't have to be here for this.
Please, don't mind me. I'll just watch.
All right. Let's see what we can do. It might. But first things first. Tell me about your symptoms. Have you noticed anything strange happening?
Looking closer, you recognize the branch, and it's no druidic cure. She's holding Kalimvor's kiss, a briar from the Dale lands, and a deadly poison.
Trying to kill me.
I want to help you, but I can't unless you work with me. So, has anything unusual happened to you? Nothing? You sure? Victims can identify each other. Not that the others know they're victims, of course. How'd you pick up the parasite? Halsin was desperate to find where all this was happening. A mind flare ship? But Master Halsin was sure. Look, you've been straight with me, so I'll be straight with you. You're dangerous. If you transform here, we're all dead. But you seem like a good soul. You deserve a chance to save yourself. This is a vial of wyvern poison. Swear to me, you'll swallow it if you feel any symptoms. I don't have a cure. Only a way out. I'm sorry for misleading you, but I had to be sure you weren't a threat before I told you everything. Now, do I have your word or not? Swear it. I hope it doesn't come to that, but thank you. Here. You know, I've spent my life treating folk and never once saw a mind flare infection. Then suddenly, there's dozens of you. Maybe more. Master Halsin and I were tracking them, studying them, trying to figure out what the hells was going on. Because you should all be changing. There should be a small army of mind flayers out there. But you're not. Weird powers aside, you seem perfectly normal. Mind flayers reproduce by infecting someone with their parasite. 7 gruesome days later, the victim transforms and a new mind flayer is born. The thing in your skull, though, it's different to anything in our records. It's one of their worms for sure. But this one gives you powers, telepathic connections. And it doesn't turn you into one of them. Not yet, anyhow. Hard to say, but there's a lot we don't know. Infected, folks like you, have been converging on an old temple of Selûne, and I've no idea why. When Master Halsin heard the adventurers were heading that way, he saw a chance to get answers, joined on the spot. Whatever he found there, he didn't make it back. I think so. I hope so. I've sent birds to find him, but they can't get close without goblins trying to shoot them down. You, though, you're one of them. Technically speaking, I mean. They won't kill someone carrying their parasite. If you can find Halsin and get him out of there, we can discover what he learned. And perhaps he can save your life. How's that sound? I can't make any promises. This is like nothing we've seen before. But I know this for sure. Master Halsin is the only one close to understanding these things. He's your best bet to survive. Otherwise, that vial's your only option. The way I see it, you have 2 options. Halsin, or that wyvern poison. I don't envy your choice, truly. But this is the hand fate's dealt you. Thank you. It would mean everything to the Grove. To me. I wish I could tell you more. but only those adventurers know what happened out there. All I can say for sure is they all went to the old temple of Selûne, and Master Halsin didn't make it back. Good luck out there. And if things start to go bad, remember the vial. Remember your oath.
One step at a time, Nettie. Come on.
Wyvern. Never tried it, and I hope to keep it that way.
Extraordinary happenings while meditating in the
Better a quick
forest.
draft than Ceremorphosis,
Nitty and I were
nonetheless.
ambushed by a pack of goblins led by a drow.
Becoming a mind flayer. Keep it, in case things start to go very wrong.
We had no choice but to defend ourselves. But that is not the extraordinary, or rather disturbing part. On the drow's death, a parasitic creature emerged from the corpse and attempted to escape. I managed to capture it and have the host's cadaver here in my study. I've told no one of my fears. Nettie suspects, but knows better than to ask. I will investigate further before informing the others. Kaga will demand answers I don't yet have. I had better record any further findings in a separate volume and keep them upon my person, lest prying eyes jump to the wrong conclusions.
Sylvanas, I just want my bed.
Now I just want this thing out of my head. Can't all get what we want now.
Something over there.
Oh, it is getting really late, so I think I will end it here. I hope everyone has a great night, and hopefully we can continue this Saturday. Hope everyone has a great Friday and a great start to their weekend. Thanks for tuning in. Bye.